11. Causes of whitening. Whitening is due to premature wear on the card's edges, resulting in a noticeable fraying and whitening effect. Pokemon cards made of layers of cardstock start as large sheets that are then cut up into individual cards. The face and reverse receive a sexy varnish coating, while the edges are left unprotected and susceptible to wear. There are four main culprits behind whitening: poorly cut edges, mishandling, moisture, and improper storage. Let's break down each one. Poorly cut edges. If the edges of a card are poorly cut, this could result in whitening. Sometimes we pull cards straight out of a booster pack only to find small amounts of whitening, and this is irritating, for sure. It's widely believed that this is due to dull blades from the factory. Back in 2020, we saw a massive increase in the demand for Pokemon cards, and the factories were printing cards at full capacity. We saw a lot of whitening. So this is a factor when considering whitening, but unfortunately, it's out of our control. So
Glad to have you with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone Pickens Stadium. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Illinois Fighting Illini and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Illinois head coach told me before the game he is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Sells the run, looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
The transfer has it his first carry. Here's a little room there. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Hawkins. Runs through a tackle. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. He's up to 51 yards rushing now. What a way to start this season. And the Cowboys trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Sells the run, wants to pass. The throw. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. A great catch and run for 6.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. To the air, it's Hauser. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Valentine. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Valentine. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for him.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Right side, it's Clement. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Press center down's going to the air. He'll get rid of it. Pulls it in. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Gonna run it. It's Ballantyne. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
Back to pass, it's Hauser. Grabs it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
Needs it here on fourth down. Snags it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And right down the middle. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He's now up to 66 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
There he goes. Breaks the tackle. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
He's changing the play. Burrowing for yardage. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Moving out to the right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Got room on the return. At the 30. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. This offense has it with really good field position. Back to throw, it's Hauser. He's got it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as his defense is making it tough. The fake wants to throw. Touchdown, Illinois! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Coleman. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Makes the catch. It's Hawkins. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Takes the handoff. It's Hawkins. Turning it on. He's up to 90 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very different.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
The Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Straight ahead, it's Hawkins. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest. Makes them realize they got to play the run, too. Great play call.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Making the adjustment on the play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. A strike downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Barnes. Got him right there.
And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute DBs to take on these receivers out in space. This linebacker is quick, he's athletic, and he is outstanding tackling people in the open field.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Out wide right, it's Hawkins. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back, who's really good after the catch, who's really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Snapped on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. An 84-yard drive there, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Valentine. He's He smashes his way through again. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Valentine. Just smothered on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Moving the pocket, it's Hauser. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. 3rd down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Looking to throw for it. Finds his target. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. To the back. Fighting off the defender.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Finds a crease. It's Valentine. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Looking downfield, it's Hauser. Reels it in. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through.
Makes the grab in their space. He's at the 10. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
It's 1st and goal as Illinois comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. The Cowboys will use their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Gets the back moving. Power ahead. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Illini! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets.
Number 81, set to kick it away.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. They'll send the back in motion. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Changing the routes with his receivers. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Fires to the right. Finds his man open. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Dropping back, it's Hauser. Got his man.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Now the Illini calling a timeout there first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field. But you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
Left side, it's Valentine. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Rashad Downs going up top. Catch in the middle. It's Clement. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Perry. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. And then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to pass inside the red zone. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellows, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 6 team, the Texas Longhorns.
Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And it's the Buckeyes coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
Beck's going for the goal line. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Moves the pocket. It's Hauser. That one's not even close.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Hey, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt, and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Going to field this one in tight quarters. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Cowboys come out to get this drive started. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Making the adjustment. The run inside. It's Hawkins. Got the first down. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Rashad Downs going up top. Snags it. That last connection left him a little short of the first down, but in perfect spot to attack on 2nd and short. Looking for a gap. It's Hawkins. Spins away from the defender. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Going to the run, it's Hawkins. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
On play action. Right side, it's Hammond. Touchdown, Cowboys! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
Man, I tell you what, this part of the field, once you start getting in the red zone and the field shrinks, you got more big bodies on the field. The running threat is real. Tight ends come on the field, and what happens? You run a little play action off of it, get it to the big fella. Nice plucking it out of the sky, getting the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Illinois will get things going as the offense comes out onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
Illinois could try to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass, it's Hauser. Got his man out of the backfield. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wants to keep it in the air. Moves to his right. That's caught. It's Valentine. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Stepping to the right. Fires to the big fella. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Hauser. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
From the gun, it's Valentine. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, going to throw it. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Right down the boulevard. That'll cut the lead to 1, 28-27.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Hits inside. It's Hawkins. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Still looking. He'll try to do it himself. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Drops back on first down. They're all over him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Got it behind the line. It's Hawkins. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Not a little time, lets it go. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Illinois offense returns to the field. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Runs through the tackle. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Hauser. Turns up, it's Valentine. There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right.
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Second and long here. Sends it back in motion. Running inside. It's Valentine. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked.
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Hauser. Rushes on, and he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick give. It's Valentine. Touchdown, finding Illini. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Snap in the shotgun. Complete. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll run him again. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
On the run, it's Hawkins. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
They came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Rolls right. He'll pull it down. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
4th quarter, obviously trailing in a football game, you're going to need this dude, your quarterback, to make plays. And you got to call plays like this where it's a pass and he still takes off and gets the 1st down. It's his time. It's the 4th quarter. You're trailing.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Those are the types of plays that drive head coaches crazy because you practice these situations all the time. That's a bootleg fake. And part of the reason why they like to get the quarterbacks out on the perimeter is because at that point outside the pocket, if nothing's open, all you have to do is throw the football across the line of scrimmage out of bounds, and it's an incomplete pass. He forgot to throw the ball, and because of it, he takes a massive sack.
Taken in on the right side by Coleman. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. And the Cowboys want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on third down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Under pressure. Out wide right, it's Barnes. Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. Dropping back, it's Hauser. He's going to take a shot. He's got it down the field.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Selling the fake. Unloads it left. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
Looking to throw again. Finds his man. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Looking for a man. It's Hauser. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And here comes the offense on second down. Straight ahead, it's Valentine. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
And that's what you told your running back. Hey, we're running the football up the middle. Put two hands on the football. Make sure you don't lose it. Square it up. Let's try to let this clock tick down as much as possible. And you're in an opportunity where you can kick the walk-off game-winning field goal.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. They'll try to get the first through the air. Left side, it's Valentine. Looks as if Illinois will have enough for the first down.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. Finding a line, I move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it on first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Escapes the pressure going right. Touchdown, Illinois! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh set of downs going up top. Look out. He's taking the deep shot. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Got to have a touchdown right here, and this will be the final play of regulation. Wants to throw one first. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
All right, and now you're down to your last chance. Listen, you practice this every single week. You do it at the end, and you put together your package where you're going to put big guys in the game, and you're going to throw the ball up in the air and try to give them a chance to make a big play because you got to have a touchdown on this next snap.
So here they come. One last chance, and they've got to have a touchdown. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Going for it all. It's incomplete, and they had a chance in the end zone, and he just couldn't come up with it, and that's going to do it. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp.